Well, all right, guys, welcome to another episode of How Ugly Is My Face? And am I doing a little better than yesterday? That's my goal. So, as I said before, the issue is whenever I'm off the treatment, even for a few days, 2 or 3 days, it causes big problems. First of all, I don't shave my face anymore. I burn all of the hair off because I'm tired of shaving. I tried shaving. I tried all those funny things. What is it? Gillette. There was another fun brand that you get from Costco. Also very good. There's a lot of really fun and great brands out there. The Philips. I tried the Philips. And so far, the very best electric shaver is the Xiongmei. And I always remember them because they were nice enough to send me a free product to try. And it turns out to be the best one out of all the electric shavers. I've tried the non-electric shaver, the good old scrape the ever-loving crap out of your skin shaver with 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 blades. And they all suck. So anyway, Xiongmei. They don't sell that at Costco, but you can find it online, hopefully still. I don't know. It was good. It had like, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 rotating blades. I think it's either 5 or 6 rotating blades. And the good thing about that one is it was kind of kind to the skin. But the issue again with that is my hair is just so incredibly thick. It's stronger than shark skin, and therefore, in the end, I opted out of all the shaving systems and decided to burn the hair off. And that's what I do these days. So, yeah, the treatment went a little bit harsh. Went a little bit harsh today. And you can see it because look at the burn. Look at that burn. Anyway. So, I am doing this new therapy that has existed for like forever. It's called micro lesion therapy. And what it does is it beats the ever-loving crap out of all of your cells, skin cells, and internal cells. And hopefully, you shake off enough of the zombie cells that all that is left is hopefully the good cells. The young new cells. That's the thing, right? All the special scientists and entrepreneurs and all that good stuff, like even Brian Johnson and all the experts. Again, I like Brian Johnson. At least he tests all of his stuff and he shows all of the evidence of what it does. And I like Peter Diamandis, the Sugar Queen. And there was another lady that does the One Skin cream. Anyway, I like these people because at least they show a lot of the evidence of what is done and how it works and blah, blah, blah. So at least you have real science and data and things that you can really take a look at. But what all of the experts aren't telling you is that the only true way to reverse some of your aging is, let's say the body has 2 buckets. There's the good cells, the brand new cells, and then there's the zombie cells. You have these in your body. And the only way you can kind of escape, right, the age escape velocity or whatever that thing is by making sure that you have more of the good new cells compared to the zombie cells. And so anytime you're losing the fight to that, you're aging and you're getting closer and closer to your demise. That's about it. And all those fancy people with PhDs that show up and says, well, you can't win the Nobel Prize, or if I could explain it to you, then it wouldn't be worth a Nobel Prize. They're a bunch of idiots. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. You guys get to see my progress as I show it to you every day. Will I even make it to 50 years? Probably not. But that's not the point. The point is that I'm right. And I should get a Nobel Prize, but I never will. And that's okay. So long as maybe anybody at all gets to learn something from this video and maybe that helps you stay alive a little bit longer. Again, I show all of my progress. It's like wearing transparent underwear. You guys can see everything. You guys get to see the whole shebang. And by the way, if you want to have really good teeth, you can go to Dr. GG, Dr. Di Giovanni. Anyway, it's an Italian doctor here in California. He did my teeth, and they're still great. They're still great today. Anyway, so don't say that I hate doctors, because some doctors are pretty cool. All I'm saying is that there's a lot of crap, and everybody wants to sell you a book, and everybody wants to sell you a product. And at the end of the day, I've tried a lot of these books and products, and they don't really help you. They don't save you. You try to get as many little good nuggets of information from all of these podcasts, and you do the best that you can. But at the end of the day, as I said before, it's very simple. Good cells, like newer cells, and bad zombie cells. If you have more of these, you're winning. If you have more of these, you're losing. That's about it. It's the simplest thing ever. So, as you can see here, I think there has been some progress. Again, as I said before, I went 3 days off the system. I'm back on the system. This is, I think, a second day back on the system. And I'm looking a little better. Don't worry about this. This was just me being over-aggressive on burning the ever-loving poop out of my hair, because I'm tired of shaving. Moles, no moles. The thing that was really thick here seems to be getting a little less thick, but it's still there. I can still feel it. The skin around here, this whole area, I'm not sure if this is a group of fat cells, if it's cancer cells or whatever, zombie cells, whatever it is, I don't know. But it was super thick compared to that side, and it is shrinking. And that's all that matters to me. That it's a little better every day. The rest is history. So there we are. So in the previous video, which was yesterday, I talked about be careful if you decide to come to America right now, because of the political situation. Everybody is on edge. So even though I met the equivalent of, what was his name? Renegade, Reno Reigns, the the guy that assaulted the vehicle, just the other day. Anyway, the guy who assaulted the vehicle. In other circumstances, I pretty much would have probably been friends with the guy, no problem. Again, I'm calling him Reno Reigns. He did look nothing like Reno Reigns, but he was very tall and strong and muscular and had a bike, which is the typical biker dude. So anyway, under other circumstances, I'm sure that we would have sat down at a bar and had a good time, whatever. But again, I cut him off. My mistake, his mistake. He was going probably over 90 miles an hour on regular roads, which is not good. He looked intoxicated. So again, there was plenty of blame to be shared in the incident. But what I want you guys to understand is de-escalate, because one, he was probably suffering from some form of Trump derangement TDS, right? If it's not Trump derangement syndrome, because he's a Californian, it's probably tax derangement syndrome. So one of those two, because of what's going on in the political realm right now, everybody's on edge. So all it takes is somebody cutting somebody off. And of course, one of the takeaways is that what he said, he was very angry and he used a bunch of swear words. But what the takeaway is one, that's how people die. He was correct about that when he said that statement. So that's what I'm going to focus on. That's how people die. I'll try to be a little bit better at calculating when somebody's coming in from the other side when I make the left turns. I'll try a little bit better not to screw that up. So yeah, he was really scared for his life. Again, if a bike hits a larger vehicle like a car, the biker always takes the biggest hit. So he's right. And I was wrong. But also, please do not drive while intoxicated. And please do not go over 90 miles an hour at an intersection. Probably not a good plan. So, those were the takeaways. The other thing is, again, I hope he arrived and went home safely, because, again, as he left the scene, he was going really, really fast because he was angry, and I hope that he made it safely home. So, with all of that said, guys, do not escalate a situation, because the key point is that because I did not escalate the situation, there was no need for police intervention. There was no need for a mop-up crew. No ambulance needed to show up at the at the dance studio. No children saw something that was super violent and got scarred for the rest of their lives. Because, again, a little altercation, right, could have caused this whole butterfly effect of events. And that, my friends, is far worse than just getting out of the car, admitting that you're wrong, and not dying on that hill. Again, it could have gone really bad. It could have been, a fight. There could have been a fight. He could have reached for his gun if he had one, or a knife, or I could have gone in the back of the car and pulled out a katana or something. I mean, it could have gone really, really bad. And the best part of all of this is that, at least as far as I know, everybody went home and everybody was safe. Everybody was safe, right? We went back home to our lives and everybody was safe. The biker went home and his life was safe. The people that witnessed the altercation are fine and did not get scarred for life, because, it was not a bloody mess, right? And the whole incident was really fast. It all happened within, I don't know, maybe like 2 to 3 minutes, maximum 5 minutes, and it was done. But if I had come out of the car and I started being like crazy and say, "Hey bro, what you doing with your stupid bike? Why are you hitting the side of the car with your tire? And blah, 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 you're wrecking this and you're doing this," and it turned into a fist fight, and whatever happens, like, these things have real consequences, people. Be careful. This is not a video game, right? Let's say this is one scenario. I punch him in the face, he goes down. Now he's lying on the side of the road. The bike falls over and hits somebody else's car. Now there's damage done to a third-party car. So now we have to worry about insurance. This guy's insurance, because of his bike hit some other person's car. Now there's damage done to that. So now it's double damage. Plus, I need to call an ambulance. The police needs to get involved. Somebody could get sued. Why? Right? This is crazy. This is crazy. Somebody could get hurt. Somebody could die. Again, it's not about me. It's not about even the guy in the on the bike. It's about all of the children who could have witnessed a real murder, or a real altercation, real fight, real violence. Lots of young kids at the school. So whenever you're getting into these situations, think it's not just about you. Your ego is so big, right? So again, I did the best that I could with what I had in the situation, and thank God that it went the way it went, because at the end of the day, he left the scene angry, but hopefully a little less angry than if I'd come out and gone, "Oh, what are you doing, idiot? Get off me," whatever, or I'd roll down the window like a mafia guy and pulled out a gun and say, "Hey, get out of the way, this is my city," or whatever, or, "I own this town." Or if I'd gone to the back of the car, come out with a katana and slashed his tire, and then now you have like, "Oh, yo, what are you doing, man? Are you crazy? You've cut my tire now and I can't get home." So now you have to call AAA. I mean, seriously, think about these things. This is why I always say, I always try to be a pacifist until things get out of control. And to this biker's credit, it didn't get out of control. He just had something to get off his chest. He said, "Dude, that was crazy. That's how people die." He didn't say it in so many words as, he didn't say eloquently as maybe someone like Dave Smith would be able to say. He said it in his own words. It might have sounded Trumpian, but at the end of the day, all he wanted was for me to understand that I'd done something to him and that he was angry, and then he went on his way. That's it. That's it. And sometimes you just need to do that, and it's therapeutic for that person as well. So just give them that. Just give them that and move on with your life. That's all. So I hope you learned something today, and I hope that this video helps you guys in future. And if it did, good for you. I'm not selling you a book. I'm not asking for likes. I'm not asking for subscribes. I don't care. Do whatever you want. But I'm just trying to say that if you de-escalate a situation, if you come into the situation with love and light and hopefully pacifism, there's a good chance that things will go well for you and the other person as well. And with that, I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, if my face survives the burn. The burn. Thanks for watching. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.